Hello.
How are we doing, guys? Top Table Steve here for Top Table Live, and I'm joined by this guy.
Top Table Jay is also here.
And over there
is the man with
Technic.
Technic is in, so hopefully everything should work tonight.
We look all right on that screen, mate.
We look good, don't we? Well,
right.
one of us does.
Yeah, I know. Try harder next time, mate.
Whoa.
How are we all anyway? It's very good to be back.
It's
been 2 weeks already since the last one.
It's really weird, isn't it? Because they fly around it, and sometimes we're like, my God, it's live week already. But it's episode 44. We're getting close to that big 5-0. We're gonna have to do something pretty special for episode 50. I think. If you're in the chat, make yourselves known.
We'll give some
in
away.
the thingy below. We'll give some away. If you'd like to win Top Table Nick,
a tea.
Tune in to episode 50. But no, we are approaching the big 5-0 on a fortnightly show. Hey, that rhymed. I'm basically a rapper.
LL Cool J.
Yes, I like it. Anyway, we're going to stop making dad
You know
jokes.
what LL stands for?
No.
You don't know what it does? Does anyone in the chat know what LL stands for before I tell you what
Mate,
it is?
we've not even started and we're tangenting already.
Ladies love.
Cool J.
Yeah.
Does it really stand for that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I used to be into LL Cool J.
That's going to win me a pub quiz in about 10 years.
Ladies love LL Cool J. It's ladies love.
Well, it's not ladies love LL Cool J.
No, it's ladies love Cool J.
Anyway, welcome to episode 44 of Top Table Live, our fortnightly show where we talk about toy soldiers, everything that's going on, anything you want to talk about, and usually end up talking about Greg's and tangents like that.
We're nearly there. It's nearly festive bake time.
So everyone, this is driven by you. So if you are in the chat, you have to throw some questions at us and get involved and let us know you're in there. We're going to be online till probably around 9 o'clock, providing we keep it going.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about all things. So what's been going on with you, mate? What's new in the world of Steve?
Every time anyone asks me now what's been going on with me, I feel like I say the same thing all the time. So work is crazy busy at the moment. Crazy busy. But this week, as you know, because I kept sending you pics over the last few days, I decided, what day was it? I think it was Monday night or Sunday night or something. I thought, so my man cave is basically a garage. It's a detached garage at the end of the garden. Put power in there and heating and everything. Turned it into my man cave. And just through everything, it kind of landed where it landed. So my painting desk was wherever it was easier to put. And I thought, you know what? I could make this more economical for space.
Yeah.
Which didn't go to plan, by the way. But I thought I'm going to
move,
move everything that's at one end. I want that all at the other end so that when I'm filming, I've got a better background. Because when I stream from home, all you can see behind me is all the crap. In my garage.
No, because usually you're 9 foot away drinking beer with your feet wasted.
So what I wanted was so that either my shelves are behind me when I'm streaming, or my painting desk, or something that doesn't, that's a bit more easier on the eyes. So I decided to do it, thinking it was going to take me an hour, and it took me 4 days.
Are you still going?
It's not finished.
It took me when you were like, it's done, but then pointing at that picture of a desk of stuff that was just like, I was like, just bin it. Everything looks like it's there.
I seem to have more stuff
than when you started.
Than when I started.
You've just created less hiding holes. You get good at hiding stuff when you know it's space.
It's insane. But I'm glad that I started it, and I'm glad that I'm really there, and I'm happy with the setup. Yeah, I'm happy with the setup. Got some new monitors.
Well, we've both done a bit of renovating.
Yeah.
I picked up a new desk.
Can't do anything. I can't do anything.
Yeah. We've both. So I've made myself film sitting down at home, just so I'm not doing this.
You did hear that right. You did say he was going to film.
Because I do this a lot, apparently.
It's this, you go. It's like
Shazam!
And then you go like this and you go.
It's good, isn't it? Anyway, let's... But no, we've both been... the other thing is, I've moved my setup so I can... Because one of my problems of filming at home is where I set up that wall that people have seen in videos is right next to the bottom of the stairs. So when Oscar's in bed, can't film. Because it just wakes him up. So we've moved it and I'm doing something in my desk. So we're constantly working on improving either the studio or our home setup just so we can make more stuff.
Yeah, and so I've been doing that in my man cave. You've been doing that in your man cave.
Yeah.
We've also got in early pre-stream tonight because as
we've made
any of you regulars, we breakthrough. Any of you regulars know and will have seen our newest battle report, which has been getting a really good reception. So thank you anyone who's commenting like the video. Thank you very much.
Hope you're enjoying them.
Spurs us on to do it, but we are fully aware that the sound was quite echoey. We've been aware of this for a while, and we've been trying numerous things, and we bought the equipment that we thought was going to solve it, but because we're both numpties, we just plugged it in and expected it to work, but there was a little bit more to it than that. And we finally, we think, sussed it tonight. So the next battle report, touch wood, the sound should be 10 times better.
Why is Nick laughing over there?
Because we're talking about tech.
Oh, right, okay, fair enough.
He did tonight what I told you to do when you first got the app.
He had to get it in there, didn't he? You know when you always get that person who says, "I told you so." There he is.
We'll make him come on with his silly act.
Yeah.
But
But
no,
anyway,
so
yeah.
we-
So
You left yours in the car.
I know. I don't know if people are going to think it's a good thing or a bad thing that they can hear us clearer, though. That's the problem.
well, I think it could be a bad thing because we tend to. Yeah, we'll see.
We talk a lot of swear words.
Yeah, but lucky that they're not live battle reports. So
I know.
Yeah.
YouTube strikes.
Yet.
Asterisk.
Yet.
Anyway, let's have a quick look at who's in the chat and then we'll dive it from there. Oh, although, what have I been up to, I suppose? We may as well get it done. What have I been up to?
What have you been up to?
I have... What have I been up to? I don't know.
I was trying to think then, did I answer
So,
the question? I just said I was busy.
Ring bearer came out since the last stream.
Yes, it did.
We got a ring bearer. It was leading up. The last stream was the Wednesday pre-release, so we've been having a look at that. We did a review.
We did a
review of Ring Bearer,
Yeah.
and me and you have been reading it and stuff. We need to pick our fantasy fellowships to have a
I've picked mine.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. I've got two actually.
Are we doing a no?
I'm not
We
telling
can't
you what
use
it
the
is.
same stuff because we'll have to draft it.
I don't know. I didn't know we were doing that.
It makes sense to not have the same character.
Well, I've got two anyway. I've got
Yep.
two. For now.
But-
I've
so-
got like my dream fantasy fellowship, and then I've got one that's just like for,
Have they both got Smeagol as ring bearer?
no one has.
Smeagol's my ring bearer.
Yeah, one has.
Can you take a seal though?
Is he
He's
ring
just
bearer?
he's got a ring, isn't he? He's just nails. Anyway, so obviously
Someone's read the book.
I know, right? I've read some of it. We all got hold of Ring Bearer, which is great. So I've been reading that. Hobby-wise, I am now fully painted on Marvel Crisis Protocol. Although models come out again tomorrow to put me back out, so I've got Punisher and Taskmaster to paint. Other than that, I've been working on. I think it was in one of my hobby vlogs. I did a huge free folk army for A Song of Ice and Fire, and I've been playing as much of that game as I can. And it turns out when you paint 80 models for that army, you're still only about halfway there because I love picking hordes. Nick's howling, so someone's taking the mick in the comments.
Standard.
Yep. So I've been working on them as well. But other than that, just channel stuff. You've done some Legendary Legion reviews. Go and check them out.
But yeah, I've really enjoyed doing those. You know me, like stats, numbers, figures. It's not my bag. Like,
No.
I'm into gaming to take the mick out of people, have a laugh, have a bit of banter.
Roll sixes and annoy people.
Just laugh at people like that. That's my game. Like all of list theories and everything like that. It's never been my thing, but I've really enjoyed sitting down with a book and writing lists out and thinking, right, well that will work with that. That does this. Or that and I've actually learned some.
Yeah.
I've learned loads about the game that I didn't know.
The plan is we're going to try and get a playlist that is every Legendary Legion, and then
Eventually,
we can just add to it.
yeah.
But no,
We want to nail through the ones from this book
We do,
first.
and then work backwards.
I did touch back on Overlook Scouts, but only because it sort of keyed into it keyed into Lurtz's Scouts. But yeah, definitely. Before we do move on, the new minis for Middle Earth. You buy them?
Yeah.
Bill the Pony.
That's the only one I want. The other two can go in the bin.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Bill OP.
Awesome. Bill. I've got the old bit. Well, Damien's got my Bill, but I'm still going to get the other one.
Yeah.
Barlaman.
You want the other two anyway, don't you?
Barlaman looks cool, man.
Yeah. Cool models. So we got new Forge World goodies on Friday, which is pretty exciting.
You also invested in some more 40k?
Did I?
Did you?
I bought them weeks ago. I got Custodes Army, but let's move on from that. All is good. But yeah, right, I'm going to see you in the chat. We're going to do a bit of a roll call. Any questions you guys want to throw at us, get in the comments. And what we'd love to see in the comments now is what are you guys working on, what's on the painting table, and throw some weird and wonderful questions
Ask
at
us anything tonight.
Not even Wargame.
It was very unplanned tonight. We were more worried about mics and battle reports. So
That does imply we're ever planned, but yeah.
yeah,
It's more unplanned than usual.
we have a loose sort of subject list that never gets touched. But yeah, throw anything and everything that you want at us tonight. We'll answer it.
Right, let's get stuck in.
I know Glenn will have about 6 questions. He loves it.
Of course he will.
Loves it,
Good old
loves it.
Glimberger. Stuart Hayes, good evening. He was in early. Good evening, Stuart. Joe Holtzman's in. Evening, guys. Good to
How's
have
it
you
going,
in,
Joe?
Joe. We got Tristan H in. He says in before the crowd. Best way to be. Frederick's in. Says hello there. Nick
Hey,
Gardner's
Frederick.
in. Just finishing Hawkeye. Dude, your work on the MCP stuff is woo. It's amazing. Tristan's then saying, Nicholas, that sentence created some images. I bet it did. Steve Bonner says, hi guys, good to see Steve's on time. It was me holding us up tonight. I'm going to hold my hands up there. Green Tree's in. Facebook addict Green
the
Tree.
Facebook king.
It's great to have you over in the top table group. Let us know what you think of it, Green
It's
Tree.
good to see that name
Yeah.
pop up in the little bits of chat.
I smile every time I see it in the
yeah.
group now. It's amazing.
I mean, it's only took 12 months. Just saying. Just saying.
More.
Just think if it had joined 12 months ago.
All the fun.
Think where you'd be now.
I know, right? Johnny Russell says, "Good evening, all." Glenn Seymour's in. What up, Glenberger? Cooking.
We just had Nando's, Glenn.
Oh, mate. We just had Nando's. And Glenn's cooking as usual, posted
Standard.
in the group,
Loving it.
looking good.
Loving it.
Alex Hart's in. Oh my God, he's not playing cricket, golf, baseball, rugby, or tennis at the same time. Alex, great to have you in live for one. Skullmunch says, "What's up?"
What's up?
Callum M27, good evening, everyone. Hey, friend.
Good evening, Callum.
Steve Bonner says, "Missed you last week." Frederick, do a quest of the Ring Bearer bat rep on Livestream 50. That could be our Fantasy Fellowship off.
Could be. You know what? It'd be quite easy in here as well. Because we just have one camera.
It's only 9
And,
months.
and we'll just flick it on the magic box.
Yeah.
That's not what it's
The
called.
magic box. The actor. The thing that cost us more than my rent. That one.
Yeah, it could be. Could be a thing.
That's a great idea.
It could be a thing. Could be a thing.
Ooh, if anyone's designed a Fantasy Fellowship as well, let us know who's in it below. Peter Magro says, "Nonsense at last." Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Frederick, still green stuff in Wildman of Dunland. Nice.
They look awesome though, my friend.
Nick Gardner says, "My question of the night, when will Jay joust me, that coward?" Why would I when I've got 100% win rate? No, I have promised you a game. PM me and we'll get it hooked up. I wouldn't mind trying some Marvel on TTS, to be honest. Glyn says, "That reminds me to comment on the last bat rep with Mr. Woods."
It's good to see Matt. I've not seen him for ages.
He's a legend, I'm lucky we game pretty much every week.
Missed his
now.
little face.
Yeah. Steve Bonner says, "So big one, Steve. The Scottish lads have suggested that I build some Lord of the Rings terrain, so I thought I'd start with a Helm's Deep 4x4. Ooh. Any suggestions where to start? At the edge, working. Looking at scatter with a mat rather than a board. Okay. So you just build
Siege Towers.
the wall. You need the wall of Helm's Deep.
Yeah, but do you know what? It's the thing that...
As a board edge, maybe.
Have it as a board edge. This is the thing. This is why I've never actually made a Helm's Deep board to game on, because if you do it and you have like Helm's Deep, even if it's on across one of the corners, it's taking up so much of the board. You couldn't have like a proper game on it. So just have the walls as a board edge.
Yeah.
And then just make it interesting. Have a lot of rocky little drop offs and things like that. You know, like the one that the Uruk stands on, the captain.
Yeah, like you can buy like have you seen the Battlefield in a Box pre-painted ones? They do a lot of them like outcrop things, which is quite cool.
Yeah, just have a play with it. Maybe you could have Helm's Deep as one board edge, and then the other. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but then I just don't know where I'm going to put it here because we have board racks. One of my board edges that I've always wanted to do is a cliff face.
Yeah,
it's not playable. It's just there for a cliff face.
Would you make the board a bit bigger so the actual edge of the cliff is?
So about another 6 inches.
Then the water. And
and then that'd take that. That'd be quite good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Keep posting. When you do start building, start posting in the group. I am going to definitely 100% get back on my terrain game over Christmas whilst I'm off.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why I've changed my man cave around.
Sweet. Looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
Right, where are we up to? Do you want to take over?
Glenn Seymour says, got to give feedback.
Yeah, anyone who wants to give us feedback on the bat reps, do it.
Yeah.
It helps us improve. We've got our own internal list and we're chugging through it and we'll take anything on board.
Yeah. A lot of the stuff we are aware of, but sometimes it's we got to that point, didn't we, with battle reports where we were that keen to put them out, but then we knew the things, we knew the boxes we weren't going to tick.
80% and going.
Yeah, so we thought we either hold off even longer.
Yeah.
And the battle report goes out even later, or we just get one out, take a bit of feedback, and go from there. We decided we like filming them and we like them on the channel, and people, especially the last one, it's got a really good response.
Yeah, it's great to see.
So yeah, throw all your feedback in there. Where are we up to? Rusty Russ says, building some Rowan houses and in the process of making a blacksmith. Any suggestions for the next build? What you mean on Rohan houses? Do like
Mediceld kind of big thing, right?
Yeah, if you can't, because to do Mediceld, it's going to work out quite expensive because you're going to be cutting up a lot of sets. But you could do like the next best thing and do maybe like a village meeting hall or something like that.
Stable, that's quite cool.
Stables are cool. Yeah, stables are cool. Anything like that.
Do you know any way you can get good scale like horses other than, well, I suppose you got the plastics, you just don't put the mounts on, but they're all in action poses rather than static.
Yeah. What's that? Where did I get them pigs and the sheep from now? I can't remember.
Oh, off the brie board. They're really cool, yeah.
Because they're perfect scale for Lord of the Rings. I'll try and find out and I'll post it in the group. But yeah, keep us posted. Whatever you do with it, keep us posted. We need to build that Rohan board.
We do.
I've got 95% of a set, and I think you've got what?
The full one.
The full one.
Oh, -1 for AO, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that done. We'll do that over Christmas then.
Yeah.
So it's
Mine can't go on the board though because the elements, but we can build.
Yeah, but I can do them so that you can take them off and put them on.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Sean says, I was going to edit in an accordion for Jay's hand movements, but my skills are not that great.
Good. Good is all I'm going to say there.
Steve Anna says to Nick, get in line, he owes me for the Goblin Town bows. But I don't know what that's to do with. Have I missed something?
I think in the last stream I was saying something about they don't exist.
Yeah. Ruth's in, she waves. Hey Ruth, hope you're well.
Paint your ants.
Glenn says, Steve, if you have too much hobby, you could put out giveaways for Patreon.
Give away some of your stuff.
I need to wear my glasses, you know. My eyes are going. I can't see.
You're getting old, mate.
Can't see.
That said, in the next Top Table Live, we have got our next Patreon giveaway because it is a bit overdue.
Is it? Are we going to put in what we spoke about before, or is it going to be a thing?
I don't know when you speak in code. Patreon giveaway in the next live, everybody.
Steve and Nick are having a chat.
Why are you doing the Tariel theme between comments?
Oh, I don't know. It's probably because I've been hanging out with Damien too much.
Yeah, maybe.
I just did that to wind you up.
Of course you did. Go on, what are you up to?
Yeah, so Steve and Nick are having a conversation.
Yep. Glenn says hashtag I'll take over because that noise annoyed me. He says hashtag cheesy crow. I know you can't. Hashtag cheesy crow. Flying Mammal says enjoying your little videos. Yeah, they're alright for one of yours, I suppose. They're not bad. Tristan is working on his Royal Guard Cataphract conversions. Nice. Share some pictures over in the Top Table Gaming community group. We'd love to see them. Flying Mammal says making a grain field might end up as corn.
Grain corn.
And are they eventually going to grow into ents that you might paint? Just out of interest. They need to get painted. Callum M27. Currently a bit of a mix. Some Harry Potter minis, Lord of the Rings High Elves, and more Goblin Town goblins.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good mix. Adam Holland, good evening, fellas. Good evening, Adam. Good to have you in. Let us know what hobby you've been working on and throw some questions at us in the comments. Joe Holzman, just about to start working on my Ghost Rider. So I painted mine, and I thought I was going to hate painting Ghost Rider because he's just black leather and the bike is kind of black and metal. It was actually quite a nice model to paint. The Marvel minis are great fun to paint. Aaron Garner, just finishing Farmer Maggot and Pups so the wee lads can steal some crops.
They're great minis. I really enjoyed painting those.
Gaz brush, but it's not Brush Baller anymore. Is it Art of War?
Art of War, yeah.
Yeah, they are stunning. He painted my Hobbits, and they are great. You'll see them in the back.
For the creaky table, we do need to sort that out.
Yeah, audio came first, though, right?
Yeah.
Green Tree, what's Green Tree been up to? I'm really enjoying Facebook. It's great seeing what people are up to and feeling evolved. I'm working on some Moria terrain. Then planning on a Watcher in the Water / Doors of Jorin display.
That'd be cool.
I've never seen. I bet there's loads out there, but I'd like to see a good, like you say, the door with the ghost writing and then the Watcher.
Mate,
amazing.
Andrew Cox did one.
Did he?
He's done a display board. It's on his channel. Check it out.
Beard Clipper.
Beard Clipper. He's just done one. It's one of those. I actually got someone to 3D print the door for me in a clear, whatever it's called. What do they call it?
Resin or whatever. Acrylic.
Yeah, with filament. Yeah, and I painted the rest of it. And I've left the runes clear, so you can put like a little tea light behind it.
Oh, cool.
And I've done that, but I never ended up putting it on a board because then resin printers came out and resin printed stuff just looks better.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah. But that's a cool idea. Make sure we see that.
Make sure you got to share them pictures. Green Tree. Glyn is planning on another stir frying dessert this week. Also got both expansions for the War of the Ring board game. I'm hoping Keith, the wonderful Keith from Element's, going to teach me Journeys in Middle-earth soon. Because we said we'd give that a go, didn't we, when it came out? So. Yeah. Chatting to him about that. What's the War of the Ring board game like if you guys have played it? Let us know. And for a dessert, Glenn, I challenge you to make a cheesecake.
That's not a challenge. He's made one. Remember, he made that one with the
Yeah, but it had like
compote top.
Yeah, that needs to go in the bin. A proper cheesecake.
Compote top.
And in my usual fortnightly check-in, my son is still waiting for his cookies. Just saying.
I will. I'll get round to him.
He's fuming now. He's fuming. Says that guy with them bad tattoos.
He's got to pay me mortgage, mate. Got to work.
Alex Hart says, nah, no sport tonight. Got 37 pages of university reading to do, so getting that done instead. But you're not doing a great
doing well.
job. Sorry, with us, mate. But don't go anywhere. Nick Gardner says he said watching a stream. Yeah, Nick's called him out already. Steve, has my chat died? Yeah.
Where are you up to?
What's the bottom one for you?
Where am I looking?
Oh no, I think I'm caught up.
Yeah.
I've got many hours of others' progress videos on YouTube to watch before I commit to it in full, but thinking I'd do a sleeping wall with outflow as the table edge out to the path to the gatehouse. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Steve and I are also going to build the keepers another board and probably a third board of the deep in wall and rocks behind it. So, like when it comes to painting minis, Steve Bonnar doesn't hold off. He's like, oh, I want to do a bit of terrain, 3 Rohan boards. Bang! Straight off the bat, which is good. Tanya Chiboon says hi. Hello,
Hi,
Tanya.
Tanya.
Glenn Seymour, controversial opinion. I think Rohan Royal Guard mounted aren't that great for 10 quid a model. Was looking at Arthurian Sarmatian Knights that look far cooler for a quarter of the price. I haven't seen them.
I haven't seen the ones you're talking about, but what I will say is Rohan Royal Guard are some of my favourite models in the range, so I'll probably disagree with you. I think they're beautiful.
I think they're great.
I think they're cracking models.
I think they're not my favourite. I really like the Outriders. I think they're really cool posed.
I just the Rohan Royal Guard, the detail on them is insane.
Do you know what sounds really
Insane.
daft? Do you know what I love? How like the foot models, they've got proper chunky shields, and I quite like that. Like the new plastics, they're really like sturdy. Yeah, they look really good. But I've not seen the Arthurian. Are they worth Google? No.
Arthurian Sarmatian Knights.
I want to have a quick Google.
Yeah, you Google it. I'll carry on with the thingamabib. Joe Achilles in, he says, hi guys, got my Minds of Moria scenery delivered the other day. Looking forward to working on it. Any tips?
Oh mate, there's like a million. I'm not even going to bother. That was a bad Google search.
Tips as in painting them, or tips as in how to put them together? I used that full set on the Moria board we've got.
Yeah.
And I kind of killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So I always wanted that Minds of Moria scene that you could play in, but it's only on a roughly 2x2 size board. But then I didn't just want to make a 2x2 board that would use once in a blue moon. I wanted a board I could use at events and a board we could film battle reports on. So I just did one corner as the Minds of Moria using that set and walled it off, and then just got pillars and everything for the rest of it. It was quite cool. If you're painting them, I would say airbrush and then dry brush.
Yeah.
Airbrush, just get a nice sort of mix of the colours, and then dry brush some lighter tones on it, look nice, and some green and brown inks.
I was about to say it's probably worth touching on, I think, well for me at least, the surprise article from the Ringbearer book, which is how to paint Am and Hen at the back.
Great
and
article.
You touched on the point that when you paint ruins, if it's going to be grey, you don't need to start with grey. Start with browns and throw some greens in there. Excuse me. Just to give it a more like earthy texture, and I think that's definitely a thing. Start brown.
It's very rare. I mean, you've probably seen this on a load of YouTube videos. I've watched hundreds of YouTube videos on painting rocks, and they all say a similar thing, and that's if you look round, naturally, there's not many rocks you'll see that are actually grey. There are some, obviously, but generally it's browns and tones of greens, purples, blues in rock. Lots of creams. So yeah, experiment and do it on a piece of sprue first before you start on your actual towers. But I would probably avoid grey. I've done mine grey. Don't get me wrong; they look all right. But in hindsight, I probably wish I'd have gone more browns into like bluey greys. But try it out.
Give it a whirl.
Let us know how you get on.
Dan G. Ross.
Dan G. Ross.
Dan
as
G.
I
Ross.
live and breathe.
There is a name. Evening, gents. How are we doing? I'm doing good.
Doing very well.
How are you, Dan? What is going on
Where have
in
you
your
been?
hobby world?
We could have done with you. He's a sound guy. He knows his audio. He's
sound
an
guy.
audio dude.
Well, we fixed it now.
Fixed it without you, Dan.
Too late.
Fixed it.
Do you know what?
Still might need some to bend your ear a little bit though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing well, mate. Let us know what you've been up to. Flying Mammal says, Sean says, the Lord of the Rings board game is amazing. That's Journeys in Middle-earth. I say it might as well not be Lord of the Rings themed. It's good, worth playing, but just felt like any generic fantasy.
Is that because Games Workshop have kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? They've made that brand their own, and because anything
Someone
else
else
you play
making it.
isn't
Yeah.
SPG, it doesn't feel like Lord of the Rings.
I don't know. Like I think it's easy to capture.
I think the aesthetic
Middle-earth
doesn't even
theme.
look like Lord of the Rings.
No, it doesn't. I think it's very much like book adaptations of the characters. Yeah, like you want to dodge paying those actors some sweet money, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to giving it a go though.
Yeah.
Steve Bonner says 12x4 minimum or go home, as Chris said. That's a lot of board, my man. That is a lot of... He doesn't do anything by halves, does he? He just gets stuck in. Alex Hart says, I'm multitasking. I've got you on the TV, connected with my phone, whilst working on my laptop. I ain't going anywhere. Missed these, man. Bat reps will be good for further work. Yay. Yeah, so we're 2 bat reps in. And everyone as well, let us know what bat reps you want to see. Like, if you've got a really cool like theme or part of the movies you want us to recreate, or just 2 armies you'd like to see throwing down. We've either got or can get access to pretty much everything at this point. Yeah, so if there's something weird and wonderful or obscure you want to see on the table, do let us know, and we'll see if we can fit it in as one of the next bat reps.
Yeah, and one thing you will notice, we like we said at the beginning of the stream, we would love feedback on the last battle report. Go and check it out if you've not seen it. But the next couple that are coming might look ever so slightly different to what we've done, because we are going to try a couple of little things out for numerous reasons. A, for visual quality for you guys.
Yep.
B, for ease of filming and editing for us.
Yes.
We love the way we do them, and we love that they're so interactive. And who knows, we might try the stuff out and end up just going back to how we do them. But we want to try things. We want to evolve. We don't just want to sort of get stuck in one lane and stay there.
Yeah.
We want to try and improve all the time. So feedback is very important. So please do check out the other battle reports and the ones that are upcoming, and let us know which ones you prefer.
Not just Middle Earth as well, maybe some 40k.
There might be some 40k coming eventually. I need to get my army finished and then can get my Space Wolves to kick ass.
Okay, Tristan is try paying £10 a piece and then mounting them on cataphracts. That's his conversions. Steve Bonner, I just need to look out for some measurements on the walls. I mean, your best bet is get someone to measure like the GW Helm's Deep kit.
It's too small.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's way too small.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is the Gondor one too small as well?
Yeah, by miles. So they've got. I think they're about 8 inches high, maybe a little bit less actually, compared to the models. But in reality, if they were true scale, Helm's Deep would be about a foot high, at least.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they're way too small.
No, that's cool. And we are Glenn Seymour. Don't worry, I'll make something nice since the creative I Can Cook has been taken and is now the takeout king.
I have to become a takeout king. Yeah, I have to become a takeout king. This is what happens when you get that busy with work.
I think you should take over the channel, Glenn. You can be the you can cook.
You can cook.
Maestro. Glenn, yeah. That's got a good ring to it.
You can cook.
Cost you a fortune to get that print.
By the way, if you are in the chat and you've not checked out my foodie channel, you can cook. Please do.
His midlife crisis.
Please do. I will be coming back with more stuff. There is an amazing katsu curry. That's my favourite meal now that I make.
Do you know what? I had my first ever Wagamamas the other day.
I thought you were going to say something else there. I was going to say, flipping it. You left that late in life.
You're like a deer in headlights on your face. Mate, you know me better than that. Oh, we've done it again. Anyway, moving on. Oh.
I'm going to have to watch that back.
I don't even know where. Joe Gillian, Steve, did you put all the individual pieces on MDF or foam bases, or did you just assemble and call it a day? Or do people glue them in place to create a permanent board?
Mine are glued in place.
Yeah.
So it's like they're permanent. Yeah. Did I use the actual pillars?
Yeah, you did.
I think I did. Yeah.
It's interesting because on some of your boards though, you have mounted them to MDF, and then, which is a way to do it, so it's versatile for anywhere you want to play it. But then you've sunk the MDF bases into the board, so it can still be mounted and look good. I've
got loads of terrain pieces because I ended up like they've reissued it now and selling it again, the Moria terrain set. But I ended up with loads. I've got boxes and boxes of bits, and when I was getting them out when I was building the Moria board, I just had like loads of the pillars and loads of the little trapdoors and the wells and stuff like that. But I ended up with loads of them, and I ended up just cutting them up and using them as like fallen pillars and stuff as well, which is quite cool. But mine's all in situ. Yeah, you can't take it out. I didn't use the gate.
Oh, okay.
Because the gate's quite small. And
it's very
movie,
restrictive.
It's quite big.
Yeah.
So I made my own gate.
Is that on the Moria board here?
Yeah,
I feel like I don't remember it.
Yeah, I made the gate. Yeah, one of the doors is on the floor.
Oh,
and it's got all splintered like it's just after the cave.
And I couldn't get through the other door.
Yeah.
There we go. It's all flooding back.
I made sure that a cave troll could fit through the door.
You're good like that, aren't you? You know your onions, as has been stated. Nick Gardner says, the terrain tutor taught me how to paint my rocks. Lots of greens, browns, and even some pinks. Yeah, Luke does similar, doesn't he? Yeah. Mel, that's very interesting. I've not seen any of his stuff in ages.
He's a little bit poorly.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think he's a bit poorly. So, anyone
send love.
Yeah, send our love. Get well soon.
He's got a book coming out, hasn't he? He did a big Kickstarter. Is it out?
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, I think it's out.
Sweet.
But yeah, best wishes. Hope you get well soon. Man.
Yeah. Dirk Helms, working on some old Aemet and Theodred conversions to Outriders. That's nice. Yeah, Theodred's supposed to be in the made to order, isn't he? Yeah. We all need him right now.
Technics
retracted a message. Okay.
Language.
Robert Cooper says hello. Hello, Robert.
Hello,
Good
Robert. How are you doing?
If it's your first time, and this rule applies to anyone, do let us know where you're from and stuff like that in the comments below.
Robert Hooper said hello. As soon as we mentioned him, he retracted his hello.
Did he? Oh dear.
Robert, if it's your first time in, let us know where you're from, what games you play.
Yeah.
And how you found us, my friend.
Get involved in the chat, man. Nick Gardner says, I can't take Journeys in Middle-earth serious with a black-haired Legolas.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's not right.
Yeah, that's. I still think it's criminal making a fantasy fellowship that isn't.
It's hard. Who do you want to be your Aragorn? Aragorn. Who do you want to be Gandalf? Gandalf.
Oh no, Gandalf I can afford to change because he's dead to me. I'm not telling the story again. But Gandalf is a horrible person. I'm Team Saruman. Nick says Space Wolves versus Custodes. That could happen. Best get cracking on. That could be me. We're gonna have to have a 40k battle.
Yeah. I need to win again.
And it'll go very differently.
Confidence booster for me.
I gave you a demo game. You let the person
Remember
win.
you used to say this about Warcry? Remember? What was it? 5-0?
I've deleted them all from the
5-0.
channel. They're all deleted. Robert Hooper, Isengard versus Mordor. Well, that just happened. So we don't need to make that battle right because that went live on Sunday.
No.
Was it? Oh, it's Gondor and Mordor.
Yeah, you lunatic.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
The thing, I don't mind doing stuff like, evil versus evil, because obviously there are some people who are going to want to see competitive lists playing off against each other.
Yeah.
But I much prefer good versus evil.
I think the game's, and the old editions were very, tournaments used to exist it. The game is built to be played.
Yeah, I much prefer it. But again, I don't mind it. And what we are going to do, I've actually had a couple of people message me, I don't know if any of you guys are in the chat who have messaged me this week, who watched the battle report and have said they would love to come down and bring their armies, and if we ever need anyone to come. Of course, by all means,
everyone's welcome.
That door is open, but currently we have to be very careful with COVID and the restrictions that are in place. So you're going to see in the future competitive armies, people can bring their armies down, and me and Jay will just film direct and do the interview bits.
Yeah, we've got loads of plans. Yeah, so everyone is welcome. Get in touch, and we'll start making plans for when the world is fixed. Yeah. Which would be awesome. Danji Ross, I've been swamped with work and life. Mortgage complaints coming thick and fast at the moment. Hobby-wise, I'm working on some new Nuldurin Exiles. Yeah, I forgot. Who is it who gives that upgrade, and what is the upgrade? Is it a +1 fight? What does Nuldurin Exiles do?
Don't they move quicker?
Oh, a woodland creature or something. What's Nuldurin Exiles for the people who actually know how to play the game?
I want to say they can move 8 inches.
Yeah, we'll see. It tickled me the other day, and we're both like, "Oh, that hero!" And we've just not seen the Error Store model in that long. We're both bumbling through the book. We're going, "You telling me who that is, Steve? No, you tell him, Jay." None of us had a clue. And he's got a bunch of paints in the post today. Very nice. Ian Whitehouse, hi all. He said he didn't know if he'd make it in. That's good. Just finished reading some Hobbit to my little girl for bedtime. She loves it. Result of that is a parenting win right there. Good man, and good to have you in. How you doing, mate? What's going on? Dan is saying, feel free to drop me a message whenever. Willing to help whenever I can. Get in. Oh, I broke the chat.
Do you want me to take over?
Yeah, it's Alex Hart.
Alex Hart says, in terms of future battle reps, how about Moria versus Dwarves to the death fight for the mines? Yes, would love to do that again because I thoroughly enjoyed the last time I did it.
Sam Page did not.
Sam Page. There is a battle rock.
Depths of Moria.
Alex, if you want to check it out, is that what did we call it?
I think it was the Depths of Moria.
Was it Depths of Moria?
But it's definitely one I'd like to play, and I feel like you don't see enough Khazad Dwarves.
No,
they're just so they don't get any exposure anymore. And I know it's tough to get Morin and Dwarf, although they're wanderers now, aren't they? Morin and Dwarf.
Morin and Dwarf is in Nine Hills list.
Yeah. But no, King's Champion.
They were on my.
It'd be wicked.
They were on my. What was it top 5
underused
heroes? Check that video out.
Link nowhere because we don't know how to do it. But no, I think that'd be good, and I think I'd enjoy using dwarves. To be honest, that'd be good fun.
Yeah. Steve says Lachlan did Ministry of Wars, which I'm going to base them off. Yeah, Lachlan's are more in scale. Jill Monroe's in. Hello. Sorry I'm late. Jill, where have you been?
That's not acceptable.
Where have you? I've not seen or heard of Jill in a long while. Welcome.
Apart from the last stream.
Was she in the last stream?
Yeah.
Was
Jill's
she?
always in.
Jeez.
Everyone as well, Jill, feel free to post Jill's getting permission to spam post the group here, but she is doing a charity computer games 24-hour stream for a very good cause, so get it posted in the Top Table Gaming community group, Jill. We won't delete it, and make sure everyone who can checks out the post at the very least, check out the cause and support Jill however you can, because it's a great thing that she does every year. Last year she played Mass Effect, I think, because I remember geeking out over Mass Effect, because I love Mass Effect.
What game is it this year?
Mate, I don't know. No idea. What is it, Jill?
Let us know,
We'll have a chat about it. But everyone do go and check that out when she posts it in the group, because it is a great thing for someone to do. Good on you.
Nick Gardner says, how about your next You Can Cook stream be same damn cookies for a poor child? I am going to do some.
Mate, he
mate,
cries himself to sleep.
I've not cooked in about 3 months.
I can tell.
Cooked anything. Just been eating takeout. Dan Ross says, ooh, katsu curry is fantastic. That and chicken satay. Dan, go and check out my video. How to cook katsu curry. Wagamama style. Wagamama. I'm telling you, it's something special. I love it. Joe Kelly says, cool, thanks muchly, no problem. Dirk says, as a first timer here, the Netherlands, MESBT for life. MESBG, that should be.
Unless that's the name of one of his Middle Earth groups. But good to have you here, Dirk.
Could be.
Amazing. Check
Dirk,
out.
is this your first time here?
I don't recognise the name.
You don't reckon that?
He could be a Battle Streams person. You could be doing a bit of crossover.
Yeah, maybe. But I've seen him post in the Hobbit.
For anyone who has found us by accident or otherwise, make sure you join the Top Table Gaming community group on Facebook. There's nearly 1,800 people in there now, and it's just a wicked hotspot of community and hobby. And
best group on Facebook.
I mean, unfortunately, Nick Gardner's in there, but we can't do much about that. Yeah. But other than him, it's fantastic.
But having Sean and Ruth there levels it out.
Yeah, it's like the yin and the yang, isn't it?
Yeah, levels it out.
Yeah.
We're only joking. Where are we?
Nick Gardner says, never let the other person win during the demo game. They'll gloat and never play you again. Yeah, all right. That might have happened. Yeah. I'll play you one day. Joe Holzman, how about Spider Foes versus Web Warriors? So Joe is pulling at a thread that I have been hinting at you. So me and Steve have made a pact that we're going to focus on Middle Earth, 40k, and nail these two systems before we look elsewhere.
Yes.
But
because it ended up we were spinning too many plates, and then nothing happens. But then this idiot.
I love Marvel. I love every game, but I've been chatting to Tony Moore of Daddy Daughter Gaming, and I might just do. Maybe I want to. It might happen.
We'll see.
Although Spider Foes versus Web Warriors, so I'm actually lying, Joe, when I say I'm fully painted, because I read Dr. Octopus's card and just didn't bother assembling him. Like, he's trash. So I'm not actually fully painted. I'm a model short, but he's literally that. But I'm trying to think of what's the worst. Here we go. Tangent. What's the worst profile in SPG?
The worst profile.
Everybody, what is the worst model in SPG?
Worst model or worst profile?
Both. I'm going to give Steve 5 to ponder. We'll jump back in when we get all your comments. But worst model, we're going, and worst profile in SPG. Tom and Goldberry don't count because they're like game breaking weird, or they were. But there's one for you to ponder over, which we'll dive back into.
I hate questions like that.
I know, but it's an interesting one.
I can never think of one. There's not one that I think I would definitely never ever play, like profile wise.
But if you guys want to see a Marvel game stealthing into the channel, let us know in the comments.
I mean, Dunlendings are a bit naff.
Are they?
Beautiful looking army. One of my favourite looking armies.
Yeah, they look like a wet lettuce, don't they?
But they're naff.
Worst profile. What is it?
It's not the worst. That's not the worst profile. It just is a bit naff.
I don't know what it is. So the problem is, you could go like, all right, what's got the worst stats in the game, and you'll end up.
It's not that. Like, worst profile for me would be like something that's like cost way more than it should, overpriced.
Yeah.
But worst models for me.
Could it be Shelob pre-Legendary Legion?
No.
We only have one attack.
Yeah.
She.
But she's got
Monstrous Charge.
Monstrous Charge.
Oh, I broke the chat. Okay, we'll come back anyway. Everyone let us know in the chat.
Robert Hooper says, Lord of the Rings SBG, good man, and he's from England, and I enjoy your content a lot. Thank you, my friend. Whereabouts in England?
Somebody does. That's nice to hear.
Whereabouts in England are you? Where do you play? Who's your local opponents, etc., etc.? Frederick confirms it is 8-inch move.
Yep.
I thought it was. And then, do you want to carry on, Joe?
Yeah, can do. Joe says, haha, when the world is fixed. That's what we're waiting on. We need the world to fix itself. Loads of people saying it's 8-inch move. Glyn is saying hashtag read the rules, Jay. I have you guys. I don't need to do that. Ian Whitehouse says, I'm on cloud 9 at the Mo. I've just had another baby. As I congratulated him.
I didn't even know.
Unlucky never sleeping.
That's brill news, mate.
She is just so lovely. He's on paternity leave painting Rohan.
That's not what paternity leave is for, my friend.
I was actually, I think I commented on with Ian the other week as well. That's how I got back into the hobby. I was like, when the baby was having nap times, when he was like 2 months old, I was like,
messaging me for about 2 weeks.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, GBHL Steve, come and play again. GBHL Steve.
Mate, if you want to be GBHL Steve again, like, you crack on, son. Me and Nick have got this. But yeah, that's how I got back into the hobby, by wanting something to do while the baby was asleep, other than sleep myself. Nick Gardner says that must have hurt. Failed Charge Games are in. Kia ora. Yeah, much love, buddy. Good to have you in.
Which one is it?
Who knows?
Let us know.
Alex Hart, love the new Moria Legendary Legion, mate. I think it's the best one.
It's cool. Video coming soon.
The drum rule is magnificent. Never run a 500-point list about my Black Shield drummers. First model in my army list every time. Yeah, like the Moria Legion gave me tingles. I think I said on the last stream when me and Keith, or in the book review, when we got our books, me and Keith opened it, and we were both just like, we were reading one together, and it's like, how many Balrogs are in stock? And it was 2, so we got one each. Like, the good fantastic.
The good thing is, so like obviously you've got, we've got the Fellowship painted. I've got a Moria army painted. Scouts are being painted. What other legends?
Black Riders.
I just think I've got the foot. I need to paint the Riders. Kirathon Gauls, pretty much there.
And then Breaking of the Fellowship, we've got probably 9 times.
So you see some of these legendary legions on the channel.
I wonder if we could do 3 bat reps that was like sets of the legendary legions playing each other. There's not 3 good 3.
A legendary legion cup.
There's only 2 good.
It's too much like our super cool Knife in the Dark.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a minute as well. Yeah. Okay, Frederick Schultz says, first time here, Elven Lunchbox, lol. Oh, that's casting back to a very early one. It'd be great to have Dave back.
That was back in the Dizzy.
Back in the Dizzy. Ian Whitehouse says, I've made an apple pie and custard. I love how food's a staple part of these now. I'll bring one with me if you get me in the back. Dude, you are very welcome.
Do it.
Especially if you bring an apple pie custard.
Problem is, I don't like apple pie.
Yeah. Glyn says, I would make cookies and send them over for you and Oscar J. But you know, COVID. Yeah.
That's my excuse. Don't steal it.
Bonar wants to see Hobbits versus Goblin Town. The problem with that game is it would take 14 years.
It would take a long time.
But it'd be sick.
Goblin Town would win it.
Nah.
Goblin Town would.
Depends on the scenario. If I get to throw stones at your defence, they're just dying.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we're playing competitive, I just won't come towards you, and then it'll just be a standoff. Why would I walk?
Goblins move 4 as well, is it 5?
Me 5.
Rubbish game anyway.
Just get those captains and march up in your face, and then Goblin King will just smash you up.
We'll see.
Smash you up.
Challenge accepted, mate.
Smash you up, mate.
Challenge accepted. Dirk is saying, you post a lot on the GBHL Facebook page, but it's the first time on your stream. Well, we're glad you're here, mate.
Absolute pleasure to have you, Dirk.
Many.
Thank you very
Keith's
much for
in.
joining us.
That could be my Keith. Could that be Element Keith?
I was going to say, is that your Keith?
It could be my Keith. He's going to hate that. Hello, my Keith.
Minas Tirith captain.
Yeah, it's pretty garbage.
It's not, but it's not garbage.
Are you talking profile or model?
It's got to be profile because there's numerous models.
Yeah, true. I've also just figured out what my worst model is. It's like basically half of the Wood Elf plastics.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, I agree because they're terrible. Well, they're not terrible. They're not terrible. But the problem is, I've seen really good paint jobs of them. They look awesome. But with the Minas Tirith captain, I don't think it's a bad profile. It's just that there's so many better options in Minas Tirith that are like minor hero type captainy things that you just get a lot more for your points.
Yeah,
because it's just a captain. They're all the same price.
This is going to be dead controversial as well. But do you know what model I think is absolute pants? Baragond.
I disagree.
I know you would. It's your baby, isn't he?
Mate, what is he? 30 points.
Model, not profile.
Oh, the model. Oh, yeah, the model's not fantastic. It's a weird pose. It's not a Lord of the Rings pose. It's a very odd pose.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Nick Gardner's...
Profiles. It's a good profile.
Yeah, very good.
It's not as good as it used to be, but it's good.
Yeah, there's a lot more models in his price range now than there used to be.
Yeah, he's got loads of options.
Yeah.
2 new Rangers. Probably.
My brain bottlenecked on worst model. Frederick Shaw says the Dunland Legendary Legion is okay. Not afraid of the Balrog. I'm terrified of the Balrog. Just take a few fearless wildmen, and your opponent will be super annoyed the entire game.
Just feed him. Just one a turn. How many turns is a normal game?
It's the whole
competitive play. What are you talking? 5-6 turns max.
Of thick of it battle.
Yeah, you just feed him.
But it's the whole he gets priority, he whips, pulls in, base contact, murder bot.
You can't do that if you get priority in charge.
Yeah, averages he's going to get it 3
Or can he do it whilst in combat?
No, because it's a throwing weapon, so he does it when it moves.
Has he not got a special rule that you can do it whilst in combat though?
Don't know.
I think he might have that.
We don't know this game.
I've got a feeling he can do something pretty funky with it.
Glyn is saying in game. What? Oh, is that you? Oh my god! I'll get to that and ridicule you in a sec. In-game worst model profile or personal hatred. Either. Let's just talk about SPG. We're not being negative.
Don't get Glyn started.
I know.
You know what he's like.
Yeah. Alex says
He'll
worst.
be like this now, won't he?
Yeah. Worst model for either Moria or Gondor models I'd pick would be the dragon. I like the dragon.
Oh, the dragon. I'm not a fan of the dragon.
If you give it fly and breathe fire, it's all right.
Not profile. The model.
Oh, okay.
It's a weird model.
Too many named heroes at +5 points to take a regular captain. Good shout, Keith.
Yeah.
Frederick. So the abbreviation that Steve didn't understand was actually his own Middle Earth show, Battle Streams of Middle Earth.
I did understand it.
Yeah.
I know B-side, mate.
B-side.
B-side for life.
Priority 1. Jill is saying, thanks for the mention, Jay. 24 hours gets tougher every year. I couldn't do it, Not sure what I'm playing this weekend yet. That would mean getting organised. I'm going to make some suggestions for you, Jill, that you can just ignore. But because you like Mass Effect, why not go Bethesda and do either Skyrim or Fallout 4? Because there is so much legs and stuff to do in those games. Open world, amazing. Failed Charge Games, you're stuck with Tom today. I have 1 week left of work before I bounce back to Australia.
Yeah, he's moving back to us.
Nice.
I hope everything goes really well, Tom. And we'll have to catch up again soon. Tom featured...
It's going to be hard now, though, mate.
No, I don't mean catch up, but Tom featured on one of our... Speak Friend. Flipping heck. I'm on that many YouTube channels. I forget the name of it.
Cooking, battle streams...
But no, good luck with the move. I hope it all goes very well. I'm still sporting that pink t-shirt on videos, every other video.
Salmon.
I love it. I love that t-shirt. You know when I got that? This is a bad thing.
Here he goes.
When did I get that t-shirt? It must have been a year ago, I think, Tom. And I remember when it came, because I get an extra large because I'm a big guy. I got an extra large from that t-shirt. Right, it was huge. It was like a 90 when it came. And either one of two
Mate, it looked sprayed on last week. I'm not going to lie.
One of two things has happened, right? One of two things has happened. It's either washed really well and shrunk a little bit and the fit is perfect, or I've just got bigger.
So let us know in the chat which one you think is optional. I'm not going to say mine out loud, but let us know in the chat.
It was massive on me and now it fits like a dream. Don't know. Go figure.
We better get Sherlock and Luther in to crack the case, haven't we? Flipping heck.
It's you and Nando's.
Don't be blaming me.
All the time.
Getting that protein in you. Flying Mammal says, good luck, Jill. Glyn is saying, Kia ora, Tom. Steve Honor saying, Jay, I'll give you training on mass mini movement turns in competitive time frames.
Because you said it would take all day.
Oh, it would.
Yeah.
It would. Thing is, though, I balance it out, Steve, by just giving like my best models burly and just speeding the combat phase up.
Cheating.
So it's fine. Jill says, thanks, Flying Mammal. Glyn says, hope you have a safe flight. Nick Gardner says, I hated painting the wood elves. Oh, he's elves for life, isn't he? I don't know what they were thinking when they made those mutants. They're just old.
Yeah.
They've seen the test of time. Like, some of the kits are 20 years old now, we've got to accept.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just what it is. Tell you what, the Moria goblins stand up. I still like them models.
Yeah.
There's two with weird faces.
There's the odd one that's got like the...
I like that one that's just like the spear. No, don't do that on stream. Okay. Yeah. Frederick says the plastic warg riders are two-dimensional shark. Yeah, they're awful,
Yeah.
The wargs and the riders.
Do you know why I think they seem so bad though? Because the metal warg riders are so good. The metal war grinders are awesome, and then the plastic ones are just like really meh.
If we get caught with a chat, you're going to have to tell us your worst as well. So Nick Garner says, sure, feed the Balrog one model for his free heroic combat.
Yeah, he does get free heroic combat now, doesn't he?
Glenn's
March about 7 cheap warriors towards him and just tie him up at the back end of the board from early on in the game.
Steve Bonner, worst model is Panface Moran and Orc. Yeah, it's a bad one, that one, isn't it?
What, Spudhead?
Yeah.
I like that.
Tell you what's really bad, the really flat metal Gothmog.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
A weird pose as well.
It's like he looks like he's been flattened like Han Solo in the fridge, in the thing.
It looks like Wile E. Coyote's been run over on Roadrunner.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, he's like. Worst profile is Gundabad Trolls and Stumpy due to ogres are cheaper and better. I mean, it doesn't make them the worst, but there are better options. Is probably a thing.
I think the damage output is better on a troll though, right?
Yeah.
For what they can do.
Alex Hart, have you ever declared a heroic challenge, and if so, was it good? Never had it occur in a game, and would like to know your opinions.
Never used it, never had it used against me, but with Lurtz's Legendary Legion, I'll be using it just to wind people up. Because Lurtz can do it against any tier hero.
Yeah.
So he can challenge lower tier heroes. They're going to be like, no, I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this.
Yeah.
And he'll get his might back, but it stops them calling like heroic moves and stuff. And the friendly models can't join in, so you can't call with me.
What about heroic defense?
Heroic defense, I think, is really strong.
That's 6s to wound no matter what, right?
Yeah, it has to be a natural 6. Yeah. I've never used it, but I think it's really good.
Yeah.
How about you?
That's fair.
Heroic strength's a good one as well, I think.
Never. Do you know what? I don't use any of the new ones.
Yeah.
And like to be fair, like because
To be
COVID,
fair,
we
we've
haven't
not
played
played
that
enough.
much. Like
Yeah,
COVID got in the way, didn't it? But no, never used them really, which is a shame. Glenn Seymour, worst looking model, plastic Aragon from Mines of Moria. Nah,
It's not
there's
the worst
way
looking.
worse, dude. And he hates the Azog profile.
I love the Azog profile.
Yeah, me too. Me too. My favorite. I know my favorite profile. I've said it loads, man. Everyone just laughs at me. It's actually the same as Jay Clare's, the keeper of the dungeon.
Yeah, it's a good
I think it's a
profile.
really cool pro. It's got like, it's like mini Volg, isn't it, with the little bonuses. And for what, 75 points?
Yeah.
He's nails.
We've said this before, it is a great profile. His problem is that the Wraiths of Dol Guldur are so much better.
Yeah.
That's his problem.
100%. Where are we up to? Glyn Seymour. Jill Monroe, go for a Halloween-themed horror game. Personal shout for Resi 2. They have released the Resi 2 remake, which would be good. Yeah, it's not a bad shout.
They're remaking the movies of that as well.
How do we say that? I'm going to let you do that. Sirivan.
Sirivan.
Apologies.
I hope we've said that right, Sirivan. If not, please let us know if we're saying it wrong so we don't make that mistake again.
And if it's your first time here,
welcome.
And let us know what games you play and all that stuff. It'd be great to get you involved in the community.
Yeah.
You want to carry on?
Frederick says, if you set up a no move zone with your Wildman, the Balrog won't go anywhere, even if the heroic combat goes off.
Yeah,
there's
got
ways
to start
means.
base locking him and things, haven't you? And just
it
calculate
takes a lot
your
of
losses.
forward planning, but you can. There are ways to do it. Everyone kind of thinks, even now if they've never played against it, they either think it or in the past used to think like Smaug was unbeatable. But if you're playing him in scenarios, he's quite easily beatable.
Don't start me on
think
Smaug. I used Smaug at one of your scourings because he was new, and I think you wanted one there, so I was like, I'll take him. So I used Smaug at one of your tournaments, and I went 3-3, and one of two things happens. He either deletes the opposition in 20 minutes, or he takes an hour and a half to kill because they're hitting you with a stick and making you fight one attack, just dull on toast.
Yeah. I've played it twice. I've played it 4 times. I've played Smaug 4 times. I've smashed it to pieces twice and got hammered by it twice. Just because that's the way it goes with Smaug. There's no middle ground. And if
I've never used it since.
I drew, I think I told you this, at one of the Throne of Skulls, I drew Smaug in Contest of Champions.
Oh, God, stop
against Thorin.
You kidding me?
It's just like, oh, God.
Oh, dear.
It's 2.5 hours, I ain't going to get back.
Yeah.
I was trying to die in the end quick so I could just go and get a pint.
Fair, yeah. No, I did that a couple of times, and I was like, look, you're doing a wound a turn. This is going to take an hour. Do you want to say he's dead? And they were like, I really want to kill Smaug. So right, go on and let's sit here for an hour rolling dice. But that's fair, isn't it? So Sirivan also says, what do you like most about tabletop? That is a broad question, but I'll take it on. Shall I go first?
You go first, yeah. I know my answer. My answer's dead easy.
Same as yours, isn't it? It's community. It's not the game. I don't care what game I'm playing. It's about just having a laugh with someone across the table, rolling dice, hanging out, and having laughs. Like we've always said as well, and it was the premise behind the Top Table Weekender. It's not about the games you play. It's emulating the Saturday night or weekender, just hanging out, having fun. And yeah, just that really.
Yeah.
Do you agree? I think I've answered for both there.
The
right?
reason I do what I do now and do YouTube and everything else that I do and run tournaments and everything like that, it is 100% because of the community that welcomed me in with open arms.
Yep.
And I've made friends when I first started who are still very good friends now. Jay included. That this is how we met.
Yeah, I mean, my first ever game of SPG was a bit ropey, but I won't hold it against you. He was taught me the game, didn't you, back in the day?
It's it's definitely the social side and the community. That is the most important thing to me. Don't get me wrong, I do love to roll dice and I love to have a bit of fun and I love to have a game. Middle Earth is my bag. I'm touching on 40k now, which I'm enjoying as well. But it's definitely the people that I play against. That's what makes it fun.
Yeah,
that's what makes it fun.
And there is your answer, my
What
friend.
about you guys? Let us know. Please
let us know.
Yeah, just let us know what makes you keep playing or hobby. Some people don't play, some people just hobby. Let us know what keeps you doing what you do. Off you pop.
Nick Gardner says Galadriel loves heroic defence. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Alex Hart, heroic defence is immense. Use it massively with Groblog.
Yeah.
In my Moria list to keep him alive for his Mithril Crown special rule. Very underrated.
Yeah, it's a great rule.
Do you want to read Steve Bonner's comment? You got to do it in character.
Go.
Is that how you imagine it? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it on BSIM. BSIM.
I'll say no more.
BSIM.
And lads, we've done least favourite one. Let's talk about our favourite models now.
I know mine's.
I know mine. You think I'm weird because of mine.
What's yours?
Do you not remember mine? So my favourite...
It better not be what I think it's going to be. Yeah.
My favourite... I just swear on this.
I didn't. I mouthed it.
I did. Yeah, all right. It's not, again, Sherlock and Luther don't need to come in to bust that one out. My favourite model across the entire Lord of the Rings or Hobbit range is Rivendell Knight horses. This is weird to most people. Those horse models are legit. I don't know what, like...
I don't think... I think they're terrible horses.
They're
I think Rohan horses are better than them.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nah.
They've got a weird face.
My favourite models in the range are the Riv Knight horses.
They're too cartoony for me.
Wicked.
They're too cartoony.
I love them.
Thranduil on Elk is my favourite model. It's It's an immense model. It's the best model.
I hate the foot model, but like the mounted is.
Yeah, because the foot model's the fine cast one.
Yeah.
Like, we need a good foot model.
What other character series have we had? We've had Dane, Gwaihir.
Azog and Thorin.
Azog and Thorin, yeah.
Gwaihir, Dane.
And then Thranduil.
Thranduil. Is there any more?
Oh, I think that's it. 4.
I feel there's more. Aragorn.
I'm sure they're shouting at us in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Where are we up to? I forgot. Miles away. So Alex Hart is just... so Nick Gardner, here's my discussion about profiles. I don't hate either Galadriel, but I feel they could be smashed together and bump it to 140.
The two gradual profiles.
Yeah. Or let her change like Bjorn. That would be quite cool. If
I
you could
agree
aspect.
with that. I agree with that. That would be cool if you had to roll for it. But not an easy roll like what Bjorn is. It's,
I wish you saw
something
more
to do with a
Bjorn on the
courage.
table.
Like a courage check type thing.
Steve Bonner, what do you guys like to see released next and any profiles currently without minis?
Lord of the Rings, was hoping?
Just in general, I think. SPG. I want to see the Signal Tower. I think it'd be a sick model.
It'd be a while. We'll see it, but it'll be a while.
Yeah.
What would you like to see released next and any profiles currently without minis? Are there any profiles? Oh, yeah.
It's all the Hobbit stuff, right?
Yeah. So, same thing, Catapult Troll type, Malarkeys, Warbats, and models. I want a new Fellowship.
Do you know what I want, actually? I want the company on goats.
You won't get it.
I know that, but I want it.
Because not all the company were on goats.
Alright, even if you give me Feely, Keely, Dwalin and Thorin.
We've got the.
That'd be sick.
They should be releasing, fingers crossed, the conversion kit for the Chariot.
I hope they do that. I was about to follow up with that. I'd love that.
They should do.
And then Fail Charge Games says worst model Gulliver. I like Gulliver's model.
I quite like Gulliver.
It's a similar reason that I love Thryden Wolfsbane. It's not necessarily screams Middle Earth when you look at it, but it's got a really cool fantasy vibe to it.
I could take it or leave it, and then when I painted it, I really enjoyed painting it. I thought it looked quite cool.
He's saying it's because it looks like some out of old world Warhammer. That's kind of why I like it. Tristan says the Rohan horses have aged so badly and also so delicate. Armoured Faramir on foot. I mean, everything but the Ranger Faramir is bad.
Well,
I hate mounted Faramir with his sword as well.
I don't mind them.
Strong. I'm just not a fan.
I don't mind them.
Just,
and then the armoured Faramir on foot, there's two of them. So there's one of them where he's like striding forward with his sword in the air, and there's one where he's drawing his sword. I think they're both alright.
Yeah, fair. Frederick Strove played against my bro using the Dunland Legendary Legion. His Balrog was stuck in the centre of the board for the entire 5 hours.
5 hours?
5 hours?
5 hours, you crazy
That's
person.
like me and Steve playing 300 points. Nick Gardner.
Let's play Hobbits and Ruffians.
Yeah,
that's a good
that's
idea.
a smart idea. But low points. I had Gandalf and still had 30 odd models. Nick Gardner. I've only played against Smaug once and it was Contest of Champions.
Oh yeah, it's grim.
Nom. Failed Charge Games. Worst profile, Freddie Bolger. If you look past the meme, he really has zero place in the Shire Army now. He's overshadowed by literally every other hero and brings nothing to the table.
He's Fight Bolger.
And Nick Gardner says, except for raw sex appeal.
Yeah, obviously.
Suravan saying, awesome, just started with tabletop. I've bought the Battle of Pelennor Fields, and at the moment I'm painting the minis, but really looking forward to battle. Well, that sounds great, and if there's any questions you've got to help you with getting into tabletop gaming or Middle-earth SPG, get in the top table gaming community, shout up, and everyone in this chat will help. Like,
yeah, of course we will.
We're all here together to get you going. Let us know where you're from, my friend.
Yeah, let us know where you're from. And let us know that we're saying your name right. And also, if you check back to when was Pelennor released? Around the time when the Pelennor box set was released, we did a series of videos where we played through the starter scenarios twice. They're quite fun to watch.
Yeah,
I think they're good videos. Check them out.
Although there's one of them that we're playing very resentfully because we just played it because we got a rule massively wrong. Doesn't sound like
we were playing all day though.
We were fuming.
It was about 13-14 hours of playing.
Alex Hart. What keep me tabletop gaming is a break from all the sport, Jay. Fair. Frederick Schultz, heroic defence with Gorolf in the Dunland Legendary Legion is great as well. Nice. Glenn Seymour, Rivendell Nighthorse. He knows my favourite model. No, everyone does. No. Favourite model from Nick Gardner is Glorfindel. What the worst? Yeah.
Had to be an elf, right?
Steve Bonner. If it wasn't for the games, I'd not be doing any hobby, just collecting and building. Favourite mini is Madrill for the profile and place in the.
Madrill is solid profile. 3 might.
Yeah.
He's always I've tried to get him because he's got the cool rule as well.
You'd always start with Faramir with everything and then Madrill. They were always your 2 war ones. Yeah.
Because Mad 6 might there and 2 heroes. Banging.
Then Baragon.
And Madrill's got
Baragon was usually your 3rd, wasn't he? And they were
Baragon was just because they were in the days when everyone just could take 12. So Baragon was just
a 20 point drop. It's 20 points.
Yeah, you could just bring another 12 warriors. But Madrill having the rule to plus or minus 1 on your Maelstrom rolls was awesome.
Yeah. Dan Slobodian is in. Hi guys, hello mate. Good to have you in local, and of course the wonderful face and brain behind Drawn Combat are one of them. So do go and check out the Drawn Combat blog for all your Middle Earth needs. They're way more educated than us, so you'll actually get something right over there. Go and check them out. Dead good. Glyn Seymour says Beyond needed monstrous charge for 200 points. I agree. Yeah. Completely. I love Beyond. I'd love to see more.
It's still a good profile though. Still a good profile. If you look at it for what it is.
He's nails.
He's solid.
But it's what you've got to take him with that holds him back, because it's all other expensive stuff as well.
Well, yeah, well, he's Yellow Alliance with a lot of stuff though.
Yeah.
You can put him with a lot of stuff. He is good. He is good. I think people just, for the amount of points, you look at what you can get for them points as well.
Yeah.
He's also, you can get a little bit better more. You get a little bit more for your points. But he's a great profile, and he's a great model as well.
Yeah. Tanya Tebin says the named Dent models, Moonshine and Quick Beam, or some combination of those words. Quick Shine and Moonbeam. I don't know, I get it wrong. But those are models we don't have yet for profiles as well. Yeah. They're going to be cool as well if we do them. Do you think they're going to do them?
Yes, I think we're going to get them this year.
Plastic?
I think we're getting them this year.
Plastic?
Don't know.
Because they're going to be expensive if they're not.
I don't know. I think they will be plastic. Because the things they can do with plastics now, I think, look at what they're doing with the plastics at the minute. It's amazing.
Maybe.
It's amazing.
Maybe. Danji Ross. Potentially interesting role for Galadriel. Courage check to see if she changes between profiles she transforms to. Lady of Light if she fails the courage check, but back to pajamas. Galadriel if she passes.
I think what she should be
representing the allure of the ring.
Yeah, I think she should be non-Lady of Light, and you've got to take one of them courage checks where you roll 3 dice and take away the highest if you want to change.
Yeah.
So it makes it difficult to change to get to be like the uber powerful one.
Glyn Seymour's favourite model is Breaking of the Fellowship Paragon. Is that the one with the dagger and the sword?
Yeah, he's like that.
I'm not a fan.
No, he is good. What I don't like is he's got no neck. That's the only problem with that model. That model's cracking. I mean, you know me, I like my Aragorns. He's got no neck. He's like just this chunk of hair and then a head, no neck. It's weird.
Failed Charge Games' favourite model is the Master. I've waxed lyrical about this before, but who doesn't want a tiny Stephen Fry now? It's good. I really like the Alfred in a dress. I thought that was a cool little model.
I like it. I prefer the normal Alfred.
Yeah, me too.
The Master model is a great model. It's a great sculpt.
The likeness is uncanny, isn't it? It's fantastic.
I'm not a fan of the profile. That's the only thing that puts me off about that.
I don't remember.
I've played Lake Town, a normal Lake Town army. I've got I think I've got about 500-600 points normal Lake Town. And I played it at an event and the Master.
You got 500 points a guard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Master didn't really do it for me.
I know you copied my militia list, but Siravan says, "Cool, we'll definitely check those vids out." The name is spoken as Sir Ivan, but I really don't care, to be honest. Sir Ivan it is.
Sir Ivan.
And I'm from Switzerland. Really hard to find a good store here. It's really a shame.
Good chocolate, all right.
And army knives.
Swiss army knives.
Do post up if you're looking for games. Maybe put a post out in our group just asking for players from Switzerland. I'm sure there's.
Why is the Swiss army knife called the Swiss army knife? Did nobody else have a penknife with a pair of scissors?
Maybe Switzerland made them better.
Weird, that, isn't it?
We were talking about Swiss army knives in the last one. That's nice.
What?
Yeah, because I was talking about I got given a one with my name and stuff engraved for playing the WTC a few years ago, and I found it. I brought it up.
God, my memory's gone.
Yes.
Yeah. Saying that, I've had a lot of painkillers today. I've got a dodgy neck today, so yeah.
Alex Hart has not work on the head. Couldn't physically understand a word of it. Good man. Priorities are in line with what we expect. Steve Bonner, we're missing Gundabad, the Gundabad Bats and the Catapult Trolls named Ents Goblin Town with bows.
The Goblin Towns with bows we ain't getting.
Nope. Feldchat Games' favourite profile is Bilbo Master Burglar. Just
yes.
a fun character to use. That's pretty good.
That's a good shout, that.
Jill Monroe, not played enough to have a favourite profile, but fave models are the new Theoden one. Stunning and a pleasure to paint.
The new Aomer's got a shout for good model.
Yeah, it's mega.
It's a great sculpt.
Any of the new plastics. I think the new 3 Hunters.
Yes.
So good. The new Gimli, he looks like big and tanky as he should be. Like the 3 Hunters are mega. Not a fan of the new Wizards. I mean, Gandalf's alright. Not a fan of Saruman. Do you know what I really rate?
Saruman?
Yeah.
The new Saruman's class.
Right. Do you know what I think's good? The new Denethor, mate. That is a model.
The new Denethor was a weird one when we got it because
I was surprised.
It's a great model. Don't get me wrong, it is a great model. But the metal ones, I think the metal one has got a more characterful face. Looks more like the actor.
Yeah.
Than the Forge War one. But
no, that's fair. Skullmunch says, I would like to see the ghost back that we need in the Quest of the Ring Bearer, and also like to see Camel Riders return. So let me tell you right now, when Camel Riders come back, I'm doing an all camel army. It was actually the army, so when I commissioned Brushballer to paint my hobbits, it was actually going to be an all camel army. And I was chatting to him over the weekend. I'm like, Gaz, you're going to get like 24 camels plus the king plus dismounts. It's going to be hilarious. And on the Sunday, before I could get into Element on Monday and order them, they discontinued them all.
yeah, they did.
And I was and then I was chatting to you, wasn't I, going, well, what do I do? And then I moved to the Hobbits. But as soon as camels come back, expect to see 24 of them stamping across one of Steve's boards, because Gaz is getting sent them like at a rate you've never seen.
They're good. There's good profile as well.
Love, just like the impact hits. It's kind of like a goat, but faster. Danji Ross, I managed to pick up one of my favourite models, White Council.
Oh, you missed something, haven't you?
Ooh.
Oh no, I'll let you off. Go on.
Thank you. Can I continue?
Yeah, go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to carry on. Danji Ross, I managed to pick up one of my favourite models, White Council Gandalf, but I've been hunting one of my other favourite, Vanquishers of the Necromancer Elrond. That Elrond is mega.
I've got the best set of Vanquishers of the Necromancer.
Oh, that's stunning.
I reckon my set is the best on the planet.
In the world?
I reckon. I didn't paint them, by the way. Sebastian Grijac painted them.
And they got like that marble base in. Is that them or is
what way did he base them?
White
I can't remember what way he based them.
Good to know you've put a lot of thought into these.
They're on my shelf. I've not touched them. I'm scared to game them.
That nice.
I've never seen a paint job like it because those models, and I've said this loads before, are not great sculpts. Like when you look at them, the details are very bland. They just look a bit odd in places, and he's painted them like, whose face was it now? I think it was Saruman's face. No, it was Elrond's. Elrond's face is terrible on that. It's quite flat. There's nothing there, and it's like he's painted a portrait of a face on that model. It's insane. Check out his work, Sebastian Grijak.
He is good.
He's probably...
You could post some pictures in the top table group as well.
I will do, but he's probably, as far as Middle-earth painters go, for me, best ever I've seen is between 3 people. Sebastian Grijak, Filippo Simeone...
Oh man, I was showing Byron his
and
models the other day.
what's his name?
Jay Finnegan.
HMG.
Jay Finnegan.
Is it HMG?
Nick Moore.
What's his name? The German fella.
Jamie Finnegan.
No, not that idiot. But I've got Doran's company of his as well.
That is nice. That is a very nice Doran's company.
Amazing.
Is that the one? Oh no, that was on YouTube.
It's the Champions Variable.
Yeah, so good.
Amazing painters.
Nick
Amazing.
Gardner is also a fan of Swiss cheese.
Swiss cheese, yeah.
Yes. And we need a damned armoured Glorfindel and Asphaleth. Yeah. That'd be sick. Steve Bonner. Steve, I don't care if they don't justice them, but I'll be modelling them with bows. I just need 40 York bows. Glyn Stevens says, no,
well, I've got 5 Goblin Prowlers made out of Goblin Town goblins that I now can't use.
Didn't you make Marauders out of Goblin Town?
That's what I said.
You said Prowlers.
That's literally what I said.
You said Prowlers.
Oh, they say Prowlers. You know what I meant? I did a tutorial on it and everything.
If you'd like to support me in caring for Steve, please leave a comment below.
I've had a lot of painkillers, mate.
Let's have a look. AMS foot model is naff, but mounted fair enough, says Glyn. I disagree,
Glyn. I think you've been
the
very
mounted model
harsh
is better.
there. I think you've been very harsh there, Glyn.
Steve Bonner, what was your most looked for Lord of the Rings terrain pieces from GW in the future? Ooh, this is tricky, right? Because they've done the Rohan house, they've done the Lake Town house, we've got the Osgiliath ruins.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, go on.
I know it. I'm in hen.
Yeah, that. Actually, yeah, I'm out.
I'm in hen. Done.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Done. It would sell like that. Even non-SPG people would buy it.
Yeah, they would.
Because
You're
it's
right,
so iconic.
That's got to be it, I think.
Yeah.
Frederick Souls, camels are just like a goat but faster. Jay, science expert. If you'd like to buy the new top table shirt that says that exact statement, let us know.
You need a shirt with that on it in the back.
Should I get it?
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
One of the new Halloween ones.
Yeah, Halloween
We're
shirts.
going to do orange with black logo and black with orange logo.
Yeah.
Are we down with that? We're doing it?
Yeah.
Ruth can have that idea.
Yeah.
I'll say she
Ruth, if Ruth orders ones, we'll just print and paint your ants on the back of it.
Yeah.
Or Cobra Kai forever, one of the two. Steve Bonner says 5 up, knockdown plus strength 4 impact hit equals Burley. Yeah. Tristan says D.O. Wine sculpt holds a special place in my heart.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Tom
says
Attenborough can retire in peace knowing Jay is there to take up the mantle of animal expert. Well, you know, it's a calling. What can I say? James Miniature Space is rocking up. He says, hello, can't believe I'm so late.
Where have you been?
You've missed. We've given away £10,000. Steve stripped naked and did a lap of the studio. You've missed it all. I don't think he's that upset anymore. Them two kind of balance each other out, don't they? The Glenn is saying lol lol. Harry Bates is in. Good evening, fellas. How are you?
Harry?
We are good. Just a shout out to you all as well. Tonight is flying. We've got 15 minutes left. So throw some questions, Middle Earth SPG or otherwise, in the chat, and we'll get stuck in. So Steve Bonner says hashtag caring for Steve. Yep, that's my life right there. Harry Bates says, man, I was disappointed we didn't get more releases for Quest of the Ring.
We will.
I think we will.
Of course we will.
We're not done yet.
We're not going to splurge it all.
GW are pretty, I mean, their usual release patterns now aren't like, let's give you 3 relentless, like look at 3 weeks of just a thing. Like they've just done a week of Space Marine and Necron releases.
Well, when was Warren Rohan book?
Yeah.
We've only just got Emma.
So they've just done a huge Space Marine and Necron release for this week Emma Codex stuff. The week after, Gargants and AOS, but there's still loads more Space Marine and Necron stuff to come. That's a great example. I think literally, Nick, I've seen your comment. It's just caught my eye. I think I've lost my head now. Yeah, I think when they do Middle Earth releases, it's usually alongside like Necromunda, Blood Bowl, some of the more specialist games, and we tend to see them in like waves once a month. So I think we're going to get trickled stuff now throughout the year into next year for Quest of the Ring Bearer specifically, and ultimately we've got the big made to order that is due back at some point, right? So, what am I up to?
Nicholas Gardner says, "I'd love it if they made Lothlorien flats. They can go on lots of boards."
What's a flat?
I'm not sure what a flat is, Nick. I'm assuming it's like a tree that you can stand on.
Fine.
I'll go with that. Ian says, "Jay, would you rather give Steve a bed bath or dress him in the morning?"
Oh,
you've done both.
Yeah. I don't know which one I enjoyed the most. It's just too hard to choose. Let me think about that, Ian. We'll come back to that, honest.
Frederick says, "Terrain idea, dwarven ruins that could be used for Moria, Erebor, and converted into a Sigma Tower using a Forge World upgrade set. That might make the idea feasible for GW."
That's interesting. I'd like to see some like Raven Hilly dwarven stuff. That'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool. They are getting a little bit more adventurous with the terrain. It seems.
I think they've seen that it's a success. I think they were, and I think I've heard them talk about how like they didn't expect or weren't prepared for the success of the Lake Town house, and now they've ventured into
and not just Middle Earth stuff, like the 40k stuff's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Glenn says more info on Knife in the Dark.
Ooh, so for those of you who don't know, Knife in the Dark is our new series. You should start seeing videos on it from next week, I think. And it is our World Cup series where we've taken 16 in and around 200 points, still figuring out the exact numbers, warbands, and they battle it out in a knockout cup to be number one. It's going to be on 2x2 boards. It's going to be playing to the death, especially in the later rounds, and it's just going to be little short, sharp back reps that you're going to get weekly, that we're having a laugh with playing. And we're going to do competitions around everyone pledging their allegiance to a certain warband and seeing how far they get, and it's going to be really good fun, and we're going to get people in to like guest use some of them, but expect to see more info on that very, 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 very soon.
Yeah. James Minch Space says, "Where have I been? On business calls, earning my bread. These minis don't buy themselves." Very, very true. Hawkeye says, "Animal question for Jay. If a giraffe wears a tie, would it sit under its chin or at the bottom of its neck?" I'd go around.
Bottom of its neck?
I'd go around the
Depends
middle.
how tight you tie it, right?
I'd go around
I'd put it at the bottom of his neck or it'd look weird. Then it's in front of his chest.
I'd go in the middle.
No, in the middle?
Yeah, like in the middle of his neck.
It'd look like, that's stupid. I mean, this whole conversation is stupid.
We're talking about a giraffe
Yeah.
wearing a tie.
No, it'd have to be at the bottom. The top would look better than the middle.
Nah, mate.
Okay.
Ryan Carrington says, "Hey guys, I've been painting up Mordor for a while now, and I have bits and bobs of everything. I've been experimenting at 400 points, but can't stick on a list. Thinking to try Witch King and Black Numenorians this week. Do you think that's too elite at 400? I think at 400 points...
It is a bit. Well, it depends if the Witch King's on a Fell Beast, first of all. Probably is.
If he's on foot at 400 points, you could probably get away with it.
Because the Numenorians are tanks. Love those models as well.
The thing with building Mordor lists is you can pretty much go anywhere you want with it. You can go Ultra Elite, you can go Horde.
It's the biggest list in the game.
It's the biggest list in the game.
By
most options.
Big wedge.
And you can create a Mordor list that can be pretty much a match for everything else. I think Mordor's probably one of my favourite lists, and I rarely use it, but I've got a lot of Mordor painted as well. I like painting Mordor. It's cool.
You've got loads.
Glyn says #BurleyJ. Yes, correct. Steve says 6 months behind track for GW releases. Done COVID. Can't wait to get back to Lord of the Rings releases every 2 months again. It's coming. We're getting there.
Amen, brother.
Slowly but surely. Nick says Fletcher watched the fellowship were on when they spoke to Haldir's elves.
Ah, okay.
There you go. Aaron Garner, I enjoyed Old Metal Fellowship Boromir with Horn.
Yeah.
A nice Sean Bean goatee.
Solid model. He looks like one of them like football things though. His head's massive.
But also have an Eowyn and Merry to paint here and looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The old Eowyn from Helm's Deep where she's in the dress is a good pose and a very good model.
Yeah, it's good that. I don't know why we always feel the need to like strike the pose, but you know.
Do you want to pick up from Harry Bates?
The Mines of Moria terrain sold out instantly here in Australia. I've been waiting patiently for it to come back to the store. I'm sure it'll be soon.
I would not. You know what? I would not have called that. I would not have said it would have been as popular as it was.
Do you know what I forgot? How big it is. A massive sprue in one of the clear bags. I forgot how in my head it was all smaller.
Because wasn't it the size of the box, the starter box?
Yeah, it was a big old sprue. Yeah. Also hoping that made to order comes through soon as well. We all are, my friend. Steve Bonnar says I'm going to find a picture of a giraffe wearing a tie. Giraffe tie would be at the bottom of the neck. See, he knows where it's at. So you've got 10 minutes left, guys. Throw your questions in the chat. I'm going to take a minute since we've finally got up. It's been a good one. We love these active ones to talk about the Top Table Patreon. Okay. So the Top Table Patreon is there's a lot of you Patreons in the chat as well. Much love and surprise. It's what helps us pay for the studio and the cameras and all the new kit we buy and stuff. And we don't really talk about it loads, but now obviously the battle reports are back and we are having the studio close to finish. We're able to start delivering weekly battle reports and 2 to 4 video. What are you pointing at? Oh,
the sexy new logo.
2 to 4 videos a week and as much as we can, and that is all made possible by our amazing Patreons. Now we know it's a bit of a weird time in the world right now, but those of you who support us, you get things like free dice after certain periods of time at pledge levels, and there's even free t-shirts for some of our top Patreons, as well as giveaways.
There's 2 there.
There is 2 there. We do giveaways every 4 to 6 weeks, and we give away things like £100 worth of element vouchers, or a Pelennor Field set, or the new 40k set. We really try and give back to our patrons as much as humanly possible, because without your support we can't do it. So if anyone would like to go and just have a look at the tier levels and see how you could support the channel so we can keep doing more and more, it's patreon.com/toptablegaming. There's a link right at the top of the Top Table Gaming community group and stuff. So do check it out. It helps us out loads, and it's what lets us do this and the battle reports and everything else in between, which is awesome.
We can't scream about it enough how
in fact, we can put links in the chat, so I'm going to do it.
We say all the time, oh, thanks to our patrons, but like we really couldn't do what we couldn't do this if it wasn't for the patrons. So thank you very much. Like Jay said, it is a bit of a strange time in the world at the moment. So we're fully aware that it is a big undertaking, that you guys are still supporting us.
It means the world, doesn't it?
We really, really do appreciate it.
And we're going to have a talk about this tonight as well. We do load anything we can do. We're going to have a Patreon Zoom call. Yeah, we're due another one where we all hang out, and it isn't just us on screen. We get all the Patreons on screen, and we sit and hobby, and usually take the mick out of Angel de Silva for 2 hours. Yeah. You can't fault it, right? But it's going to be an exciting time. But do check that out if you've got.
I need to make sure I'm off the day after we do that, and also I need to make sure I'm off the day after Top Table Arms.
Top Table Arms is coming. I'm going to address that now.
It's me, guys. I'm the loose link. Just really busy at work, can't get a day off, and I want to get really drunk. So
correct.
That's the facts. Them's is the facts, man. Them's is the facts.
Steve Bonnar says he's still got 2+ sets of Minds of Moria from 10+ years ago. Yeah. Frederick Shaw says, what's a Patreon, Precious? We just covered that, I think.
Yeah.
Do go and check it out. There's some awesome benefits, and we love all of you. There's also we have a Patreon Facebook Messenger chat that's mad busy. So we're in there every day chatting with the Patreons and stuff, which is quite cool. Yep. You do want to join that super elusive, awesome club. Steve Bonnar, you guys still got merch? We're going to do a merch run in the next few weeks. There'll be a post up with some new coloured t-shirts. We're going to go Halloween special. Yeah.
It's going to be orange and black. I think that'll look quite cool. So imagine this t-shirt that I've got on now, but this logo being like an orange, and then vice versa. So an orange t-shirt with a black. I want an orange one with a black logo.
I'm down
for Halloween.
Okay.
I wonder how orange and black became Halloween. Is it because of pumpkins?
Yeah.
They're making a new Friday the 13th, aren't they? Jason Voorhees.
I don't watch horror movies.
Oh, mate, it's class.
It gets to me. I can't sleep for about 3 days.
The link you posted isn't a link.
Oh, okay. Ignore the link I posted in the chat. We'll fix it. Steve Bonnar. No, that's not where I'm up to. Harry Bates says, if we got a Forge World Gilgalad. Oh, my God. He's speaking my sex language. I shouldn't say
what?
That. Pardon? What model would Jay whinge about needing to resculpt the most? Like, if we get a Gilgalad,
Why did I get a Mac?
I don't know. I'm never using any other model in the world. Like, do you want me to do it?
No.
Okay. If we get a Gilgalad character series, that's my army till the end of time. Let it be known. It's not. It's about 3 weeks, but it's fine. It is amazing. I'm very excited. It's going to happen. Keep the faith. Keep believing. Everyone email Warhammer community and tell them we need a new Gilgalad. And, oh, man, it'd be amazing. I do care about this a lot, as you can tell.
Found it.
Steve Bonnar says, Patreon, boil and mash them, make them into chips. That is a shocking joke. Merch links, it will be in the Top Table Gaming community, dude, as soon as we have some new designs ready. Hawkeye, what starts with an E and ends with an E, but only has one letter in it. An envelope, and I'm going to pretend for about 5 seconds I knew that, and I didn't read Sean's answer about 4 messages down. Hobby necked or just a giraffe tie. Skullmunch has an envelope. Harry Bates, am I the only Aussie Patreon? The Zoom call is probably going to be 2 a.m. Well, worth it, Harry. It wouldn't be the same without you. Harry the Meme Bates, as he's becoming known as online. Nick Gardner, I'll bring an entire bottle of private stock Captain Morgan to the next Top Table Tavern. Yes! And Steve Bonnar is getting excited for the Top Table Tavern. They're all renaming it Tavern. It's the Top Table Arms. Let it be known.
I quite like Top Table Tavern though.
Don't you start as well.
I'll change it, guys.
Hawkeye, when can I pick up dice? We will let you know, my friend. Harry Bates' envelope, Hawkeye. Steve has now posted the correct link to the Patreon. Is that what I put?
Yeah,
But you didn't link it.
you didn't do it as a link.
Failed Charge Games have to run, boys. Take care and catch up soon. Thank you for coming in. And we are approaching the last 2 minutes of the stream. Yep. It's been a busy one tonight, which is what we want. We love chatting. It's been very Middle-earth focused. We've not talked about Greg's yet. You had a steak bake lately? Got to get it in. I had a sausage roll the other day. The vegan ones are better than the normal ones.
I had bean, cheese and sausage, cheese and bean.
I had a vegan sausage roll the other day. Ooh, they're better
nice.
than the normal ones.
They're not greasy.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it.
They're not greasy. I had one sausage roll, normal sausage roll, and you feel a bit.
The Patreon doesn't go rock hard as well.
They're nice. I'm looking forward to the festive bakes, and I'm looking forward to pigs in blankets.
How many festive bakes are you putting in your freezer this year?
Loads.
Like 50?
I made it last till when did I have the last one? Was it August?
You got into summer before you ran out of festive bakes.
You treat yourself.
You phoned me up crying.
About every 6 weeks, I treat myself to a festive bake.
Wow, nice. Alex Hart is saying top table dice would be class. Can't have enough dice. Well, if you join our $10 a month Patreon tier, after 3 months you get shipped 10 of the beautiful only Patreons purple marble top table dice that are only available to Patreons. They are woohoo! So do check it out. Glyn Seymour says exterminate/escape. I don't know. Glyn's being Glyn. He's been at the whiskey again, hasn't he? Nick Gardner, where's my Patreon dice day? Where's mine? They're due. I did chat to him about posting them out last week on Z-Way. Ryan Carrington, vegan sausage rolls are better than the normal. See, now we're into Greg's. Now it feels like a top table live. Glad someone else thinks the same. Hey, Ryan, that's where it's at, man. Why has it taken vegan sausage rolls for you to get involved in the chat, my man? Where have you been? Everyone's chirping up now.
Perked up. His ears perked up. As soon as he heard vegan sausage rolls, I like it.
I'm in. Steve Bonnar, 2-minute ramble on the weather and the correct wizard to sort it. Dan Slob, festive bakes are the best. And with that, mate, I think we've reached the end of episode 44 of Top Table Live.
Yeah.
What should everyone do?
I don't know. What should they do?
Make sure, just the usual, innit? Make sure you're over in the Top Table Gaming community because we're in there every day with everyone else chatting all things hobby and coolness. Make sure you're enjoying your hobby. Do check out the videos we've released. We've got a couple of back reps up over the last couple of weeks, some Legendary Legion reviews and plenty more coming. What have we got coming up in the next couple of weeks? I've been working on some Middle-earth SPG tier lists where I rank all of the factions. As well as maybe a Legendary Legion tier list. Been working on those. Those are going to be cool. And probably loads of other nonsense in between. But until 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'll just go with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm still a bit high.
Steve's on pain medication. But we'll see you in 2 weeks. Enjoy your hobby. Get involved over in Top Table Gaming community. And we will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Chazans.